What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. To keep up with my theme for New Year, New Fish, I went to Premier Aquatics today and got some fish that I've never kept before. You guys might recognize them. They're just a white cloud mountain minnows. They're an Asian fish. I'm going to put them in the 75 gallon, but right now they're just a little too small to put in. So I'm going to grow them out in the 30 gallon. As you can see in the 30 gallon, there's a lot more other fish in there, but I'm just going to go ahead and put them straight in the tank. I know a lot of people frown on that, but I just don't have the room to quarantine them. I already have the pistogrammas and the buffalo heads in quarantine, so we're going to go ahead and put them in the 30 gallon. Premier Aquatics is pretty good at quarantining their fish and making sure they're at their best before they sell them to the public, so I'm not too worried about it. And if not, there's not a lot of fish in there, so I'll just treat the whole tank. But right now we're going to get them out of the bag and get them into the tank and see how everyone's doing. I live an hour away from Marietta, so hopefully they did alright in the trip. So let's get to work on it. Alright guys, so we're going to put these in the net right now and try to get them into the tank. I also got some red root floaters, so you're going to see those come out too. And I got 10 of these guys, so this will give me an opportunity to count them. So we just put them in the tank, you guys, and as you can see, everybody's doing pretty well. The neon Petra is not messing with them, and I have 2 honey grammies and a cardinal grammie in here, and none of them are messing with it either. But there is one little guy up here all by himself, and he's kind of skinny, but I'm going to put some food in there and see if they eat. To feed them, we're going to use Tetramin Tropical Fish Flake. You could get this at Walmart. I never have any problems with my fish eating these. They tend to like it a lot, so we're just going to crush some of these up and see if they'll eat them. And usually what I do is I just pinch some off and rub it in between my fingers like this. Oh yeah, they're eating. That's a really good sign. Now, what we're looking at is the skinny one to make sure he's eating. Now, if he eats, that means he's just skinny and he doesn't really have any parasites. Usually fish with parasites won't eat anything, and he joined the group as soon as I put some fish food in there. So, I'm feeling pretty confident about these guys. I hope they do well. When they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to put them in the 75 gallon. But they're still probably going to be too small to mix in with the gold chromid. So we're probably going to put him in the 80 gallon with the rest of the fish, since it's kind of a mixed community anyway. But fish is not the only thing we got today at Premier Aquatics. As you can see, we got some micro sword and some pearlweed, and that's going to go in the 75 gallon. Now, instead of putting it all in there at one time in one big clump, I'm going to break it apart, because these shoot off runners, and it'll fill in your tank a lot better if you break them up like this. All you do is kind of just tear them apart, and you get a lot better results out of it like this if you do it. Some people cut it, but it has the same effect if you just tear it. And we're going to go ahead and get the pearlweed out of the container. Now, I've never kept pearlweed before, but I see other YouTubers keeping it pretty successfully. This is the general area where we're going to do most of the planting, but first we got to make a little room for the pearlweed. So we're going to move some of this dwarf sage over. We're going to move it a little bit to the front, try to get as many of those roots back into the soil as you can. And we're going to put the micro sword right up front. We're probably going to move this crypt over. And there you have it, guys. Just a nice green lush carpet of microswords. So now that we have the planting done, let's take a look back at the white cloud minnows and see how they're doing. Yeah, these guys are doing well. They're all swimming in a school now, nicely colored up. So hopefully these guys will do well in this tank. They're not getting picked on by anybody. Now these are the regular white cloud minnows. There's a subspecies that's called the golden white clouds. They're just a yellow coloration with the same patterns. They're kind of a top dwelling fish to mid dwelling. So I don't think anybody else is gonna mess with these guys. They were eating pretty well when I fed them. They've kind of plumped up a little bit since I fed them, and in about a week and a half to 2 weeks, we'll put them into 75 gallon and see how they do. But that's going to do it for the video today, you guys. If you like what you saw today and you want to follow along with the growth of the fish, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.